Greetings, everyone. This is Jeff Wilkerson, professor of physics at Luther College, bringing you the next in our series of What to Look For in the Night Sky. We're talking about the week of May 26th this time around. So let's start in the evening sky. So it gets dark. We see Leo shining brightly in the evening sky, starting to get to be in the southwestern sky. So we've got Danabola is this triangle tail. The tip of the tail. You come back here to the big bright star Regulus that we pay attention to a lot, and then you get up here into the sickle shape. And we're going to look at these two stars in particular, Algieba, and we've looked at this star quite a bit before. So Algieba is a beautiful double star. It's the gamma star in Leo, and it's about 4.6 arc seconds of separation of the two stars, a 2.3 magnitude and 3.6 magnitude, so big bright stars, and that's plenty wide enough to be able to see this. So this is a great binary star. This is an actual binary system, and this star has an elliptical orbit. The system is in elliptical orbit, and so we're getting out towards the widest part of the orbit, and it will get back around to where this closes up, and it's very hard to see, but that's a long time from now. So we've got this beautiful binary star to check out. We've talked about it before, but we're here in this region. It's worth looking at. The next star up this way is Adhafera, the Zeta star in Leo, and it's a 3.4 magnitude star. So these are both. The whole asterism of Leo is a bright asterism, easy to see, easy to make out, I think, for most observers. So this 3.4 magnitude star, it has a companion that's about 5.5 arc minutes away. Remember, a degree is 60 arc minutes, so it's about 1/10 of a degree away. And it's a 5.9 magnitude companion, but it's not a binary system. So check it out with your binoculars. See the star that's nearby. It's just a chance alignment of a relatively bright star. So we're not talking about a binary system there. Halfway between Adhafera and Algieba, they're separated by about 2/3 degrees. So remember, your finger at arm's length is about 1 degree, and you've got these are about 3 2/3 degrees separation right here. There's a big cluster of galaxies. Not a cluster, it's part of the cluster of galaxies. A big knot, a group of galaxies tightly packed together, about halfway between. On this line, halfway between Algieba and Adhafera. And this group contains NGC 3177, 3185, 3187, 3190, and 3193. I've circled 3190 there because it's the biggest, brightest galaxy. It's an edge-on spiral galaxy. All of these are spiral galaxies. This is an elliptical galaxy. We've talked about galaxies a lot because this is the region of the sky where we see them. We're about to move away from that. We're going to, over the coming weeks, start to talk about other objects in the summer sky. We've had a good, long conversation about galaxies this spring. It's been great. Elliptical galaxies, remember, are galaxies that don't have this flattened disk structure, and really of utmost importance, they don't have a lot of free dust and gas to make new stars the way spiral galaxies do. But this is an edge-on spiral galaxy, so it's brighter because you're looking through the disk. When the galaxy's tipped up at you like this, you're looking through the thin part of the galaxy. You don't have a lot of integrated light of stars to see there. So you need it tipped this way. You're looking through a lot of stars. It's bigger, it's brighter, it's thinner, so you got a slash of light. But NGC 3190 is the brightest object here. So if you take your small telescope and you move slowly from Algieba up towards Adhafera, where you get halfway in between them roughly, and you see a galaxy, you got to move slowly or you'll zip right past it because the surface brightness is low for all these galaxies. You see one galaxy, it's probably 3190 in this group. And then you can start to see if you can pick out some of the other members that are around there. Go see pictures. If you go out on the web and look for some pictures of this group, you'll see a lot of these galaxies, all of these galaxies in a single image where you see each of these objects in there. So they're really closely packed together. Your eyepiece is going to have them all in there at one time. It's just a question of how many of them you can see. So I'd be interested to know. If you go try to observe these galaxies, what do you see? Can you find them? Do you see 2 of them? Do you see 3 of them? Given what size telescope you have and how dark your skies are, will determine that. So this is all Leo. This is a great evening object for us to be observing. Let's think about what else is going on. In the morning sky, you've got Saturn that's been rising into the sky. We talked about this last week. It's a little bit hard to see because the daylight just keeps coming earlier and earlier and earlier. It's hard for Saturn and Venus to pull away from the sunrise. This region rises about 3:30. My guess is somewhere close to 4, depending on how good your eastern horizon is. You're going to see Saturn pop across there and get a chance to view Saturn. The reason it's interesting for us right now, it sits just 2/3 of a degree. Remember, your finger at arm's length is 1 degree. So that's that angle that you're seeing right there. The Saturn sits just 2/3 of a degree south of Neptune. And so it sits right below Neptune. Get your binoculars out and you'll see that faint little dot of light, bluish green dot of light sitting above Saturn. And that dot of light will be Neptune. So it's a chance for you to observe Neptune if you haven't done it before. Great opportunity. Get your telescope out and look at it as well if you want to. On the 29th, beautiful crescent moon, 12% full. So this is all evening stuff. It's a waxing moon, so we're seeing the moon in the evening. So the evening of the 29th, you've got Castor and Pollux, the twin stars, and you've got the 12% full moon sitting right there with them. Makes a beautiful, beautiful grouping. Now, there's a 5.8 magnitude. Get your binoculars out and see 5.8 magnitude, 59 Geminorium, sitting very close to the moon right there. And so identify that star, see this group. The next night, it will have moved over into Cancer. The moon will have, it's 20% full, roughly speaking, and it'll be sitting right next to the Beehive Cluster. Again, the Beehive Cluster we've talked about, M44, is this open star cluster in the heart of Cancer, and it's easy to see. You can see it with the naked eye. This moon isn't so full that it'll wash it out completely. Binoculars should pull it out pretty well. This should be a good, beautiful pairing of objects. One night later, the moon's now about 30% full, and it sits next to Mars. Enjoy that. Remember, it wasn't that long ago that Mars was over here with Castor and Pollux. Look how far it's moved as the moon sits next to Mars there. One night later on June 1st, the moon will be about 40% full. And it's right on top, right up against Regulus, which was the base star in the sickle of Leo back here. So you can watch the moon move this direction. By that point, it's really big and bright enough at 40% full. It's going to be washing out this region of the sky. And these very faint galaxies that we suggested you go out and try to find, you're going to have a hard time seeing them. So do it before the 1st, probably do it before the 31st. The 30th, 29th, 28th, 27th, 26th. These are the evenings to go out and try to observe these galaxies in Leo, because the moon's gonna fill out enough to wash them out. And that's what we got for you. A nice, beautiful late spring sky, some stuff in the evening, just a little tiny bit to think about in the morning sky. Next week, maybe we'll spend a little more time looking at the morning sky. As always, thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great week ahead.